Hello guys, good morning. Alright, so I'm here today at Alakija. And now you'll be wondering where is Jenny going to. I'm actually on my way to the Badagry Slave Trade Center. So much is going to be happening today. And of course I told you that once in a while I want to start vlogging my experience. It is so important to me. I've had so many opportunities to like go to the Badagry Slave Trade Center, but I've always had a reason or two. I've lost the road. You hear so many sounds right now, but it's okay. We're still going to do what we want to do. Going with me today is my beautiful sister. Let her show her face. Come show your face. So we'll all be going today to the Badagry Slave Trade Center. And we wanted to go with a ride, but our elder sister is taking us, telling us that the traffic is going to be crazy. So of course we're going to be boarding buses, but we're just going to vlog our experience, show you everything we want to show you. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned, and if you're just joining us, remember, this is Soaking TV, so don't go anywhere. We'll be vlogging our experience. Thank you so much to our cameraman, Spin. I'm sure some of you have heard Spin say one or two things, but Spin is actually doing the job of a cameraman today. So let's go there. Let's go. Badagry Slave Trade Museum Center. Yes, I think I got that right. Yes, I got it right. All right, it was really a stressful journey, trust me. But there's one thing I'm so thankful about. I'm just thankful that probably we didn't come private. We had to board the bus to get to this place because the traffic was crazy, and these bus guys, they know how to maneuver certain areas. So I'm here with my sister Uche. I already told you from the beginning Uche is going to be joining us. So Uche, say hi.
Hi.
Alright, on getting here, we also have someone who will be taking us round this place. So let him introduce himself, then the journey begins.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Prince Adeshola Shakiruddin Dagbeyan, and where we are is the Mobile Slave Relics Museum. I'm a tour guide and a curator. I'm going to take you around to wherever you want to visit in Badagry. You are welcome once again.
So let me just ask you a question. How often do people come here?
Almost every day.
Almost every day. Okay. All right, so guys, let's go check it out. And I think I'm really going to have, I'm going to feel bad because I know history is here. History. A lot of history. So I hope I don't cry, but let's go.
So, before we proceed on our tour, there are so many historical sites in Badagry that you people would love to visit.
Okay.
During the days of slavery, where we are is the Mobile Slave Relics Museum, where you are going to see the real chains they were used on the neck of our forefathers during the days of slavery. The chains that are over 500 years.
Wow.
And over there is another museum called Brazilian Barracon. What is a barracon? A barracon is a Spanish word meaning a slave cell, where they used to keep the slave. There are 40 rooms inside the barracon,
Wow.
And each of the room, 40 slaves are kept in each of the room. Minimum of 1,600 slaves are kept in the room for 3 months. Before the arrival of the European, they will now move the slaves out from the compound, across the slave port, down to a place called Point of No Return.
So how big is that room?
You are going to see that later.
Okay.
We have the 4-story building in Nigeria.
Okay.
We are the first bishop in Africa, Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowder. He sat there in the story building. He translated the first English Bible that was brought to Nigeria by the missionary to Yoruba Bible. Also, we have Badagry Heritage Museum, which is the biggest museum in Badagry with 9 galleries for now. We have the slave Point of No Return. During the days of slavery, the reason why that place is called Point of No Return is because once the slave get to that particular place, they will never come back to where they are taken from. That is why that place is called Point of No Return. And in the middle of the journey to the Point of No Return, there is a well there being dug by the African chief. The government of Nigeria called the well Slave Spirit Attenuation Well. Attenuation means to weaken or to lose. At that spot, they will stop the slave there, fetch the water out for them to drink. After drinking water from the well, they have to lose their memory and their senses for 3 to 4 months.
Does it really work?
For 3 to 4 months, because the journey to unknown destination. What do I mean by unknown destination? Places like Cuba, Jamaica, Australia, Barbados, United States of America, and so on. So it took the slaves and their masters 3 to 4 months on the sea before getting to their various destinations. So once they get there, they will pack them into a ship down to their various destinations. And the reason why they used to give them that water to drink is this. In the slave ship, it may be 800 slaves in a single ship. It may be more than that, depending the size of the ship, with about 10 to 15 European slave merchants that will be taking the slaves down to their various destinations. So when the ship get to the high sea, the slaves will want to use their total number to revolt, to fight their masters in order to overtake the ship from their masters. So when the white people, the European slave traders, when they came back to Badagry, they met our African chiefs. Who were the African chiefs? The black traders, the middlemen between the blacks and the white, who were selling the blacks fellow to the white people. That, okay, what can we do to protect our business? There is a particular slave market in Badagry called Vlekete Slave Market, Vlekete, established in the year 1502. In Nigeria, there are 2 slave markets, one in Badagry and one in Calabar. The one in Calabar is called a young slave market, established in 1810. The one in Badagry, over 300 slaves are sold there in each market day. There is a shrine there up to date. As I speak to you, it was our African chief, a black man like me and you guys, who went there to brought out a voodoo charm, dug that well, added a charm to it, the water become poisonous. Mostly, some will say the water is still effective, while some will say the water is no more effective. But up to date, in the whole of that island called Badagry Island, nobody drinks and fetches water from the well. When you get to Wida, in Benin Republic, it was a tree. The government of Benin Republic, they call it Oblivion tree, Oblivion. The male had to go on the tree 9 times, while the female will go on the tree 7 times with the same objective. After going around the tree, or after drinking water from the well, they have to be less aggressive with their masters while in the slave ship, for them not to fight their masters while in the slave ship. That is why they come up with the idea of weakening their senses and memory.
Wow. But, okay, I was about to ask you, is that well still potent? Like, do you think it's just,
I wouldn't know. 2 years ago, University of Ibadan, they came on a tour. I was their tour guide.
Wow.
I took them to the highland. So they took some of the water to their laboratory. But by the special grace of Almighty God, they'll be coming by this year, August, to give the community the result. Either the water is still effective or not. So as I speak to you, nobody drinks from the well. So nobody knows if the water is still effective or not.
And no one has been able to get.
Maybe when you get there, you go.
Never. No. All right. So maybe let's start.
My name is Badagry.
Okay.
And the compound we are is called Brazilian Barracoon.
Okay.
So Barracoon is the Spanish word for slave cell. This compound used to be the cell, and that's the senator or the man that owned the compound. His birth name was Ifademilegun, but because he was a slave, his name came to Seriki Williams Abbas because slaves don't bear their own name, they bear their master's name. And he had 2 masters, Abbas and Williams. When he was 6, he was captured by a black man named Abbas. Abbas was a slave trader from Dahomey, known today as Benin Republic. So Abbas captured and took him to Dahomey, and when they got there, he made him a domestic slave before he sent him to school. When he graduated, the white master called him and said we let go of him on a condition. And the condition was for him to be buying and keeping the slaves. So whenever the ship, he was taking them at the point of no return arrives, he will also be the one to lead them out from the compound through the slave port to the point of no return where the ship will be waiting.
So it's also like he did. It's also like it's more or less. It wasn't on like his choice. Yeah. He was forced to, and that was the only condition given to him to have for his freedom.
So he accepted, and the man brought him back, and he built this compound for him. We have 40 rooms in this compound, and in each of the rooms they keep 40 slaves. That's a minimum of 1,600 slaves. We're here for every 3 to 4 months. And being taken to the point of no return where the ship will be waiting.
Okay, is it originally from Badagry here?
It was captured at Badagry State.
Oh, okay.
So it was the master that brought him here and built this compound because of the closeness to the water. That's for their transportation.
Okay.
The last name he had, Sewiki, was a title given to him by the Islamic community, which means head of the Muslims. And at your back, these are some of the European products used in exchange of the slaves. Then, because the master still spend the money we use, we got an idea known as trade by barter.
Yeah.
Exchange goods for goods. So if you want to collect a bottle of, also an umbrella from the white master, you give them 40 slaves.
Wow. Umbrella.
Yes. One umbrella for 40
Then.
slaves. Cannon gun, known as the olden days bomb. The bigger one was exchanged for 100 slaves, while the small one was 40 slaves.
Wow.
A bottle of gin.
Sorry, what is this?
Cannon. It's cannon. Cannon guns.
Okay.
A bottle of gin for 10 slaves.
Wow. Also, we have to like put the gin to the wall for people to remember that, right? Okay, continue.
So the mirror and the bid, they depend on how you bargain. The highest bidder gets the mirror.
Are you like continue?
So the mirror, how many slaves does it bring?
You should bargain. The highest bidder.
The highest bidder.
Yes.
Okay. This 40 people staying here. You know, I've always been told that I need to come to Badagry Slave Trade Center since growing up, and I'm always like, Badagry. And for me to like just wake up in the morning and I said to myself, I just said to myself, I really need to be here, because if I'm ever going to talk about history, I'm a YouTuber. If I'm ever going to talk about history, I can't ignore this place. And if I'm going to travel around to like talk about different places, I can't ignore this place. And so I just had to pinch myself, and I said to myself, I have to be here, because trust me, where I'm coming from is very far. It's far compared to a lot of people who come here come from a far place, and I believe you know that. So like, just take me around, because seeing this place, like 40 people, what?
I told you, 40 slaves will be here. So this is the surviving umbrella.
This thing!
That was exchanged for 40.
Wow. So this was for 40 slaves, right?
Exchange for a human
So what's so spectacular?
umbrella to shield themselves.
Oh, at the end of the day, after giving up 40 people, it will still cover everybody. Just probably the Seriki or the chiefs.
We did a picture of the Seriki, and this is the photocopy of his handwriting.
Oh, okay. He had a beautiful
Calligraphy.
handwriting.
Those times they use calligraphy handwriting. I'm a historian.
Alright.
So, these are ankle shackles. They use this on the feet of 2 slaves working on the plantation. Legs.
So like
Legs.
the legs.
Like this. So they won't be able to move like this.
Wow.
You have the big one, you have the small one. This
For children.
This one.
no for adults also.
Okay,
Maybe
for
just
people who are
small.
slim.
Okay.
So size, I'm sure you get. Anyway, I have this.
No, put it in the other leg again. Let me.
And this one too.
Okay. As in, our freedom is priceless.
Are you serious?
So we need to like
Together then. the
something
partner,
else
yeah.
with it. And then when we are working,
You have to work together. If not,
then put it out of my this is
You are not a slave.
I'm not never. Also, if they are stubborn, they will chain everywhere. The waist.
everything that I waste. So this
Does it signify
that they are stubborn.
that's this chain?
This to be
Damn, this thing is heavy.
but this is age 12. That's why.
This thing should be supposed to be almost 300 years, have you? This thing is supposed to be almost 300 years.
Wait, this thing is heavy.
And tiny
So
trans
putting it around their waist.
To show you are stubborn and you can do that. When you have something for this weight,
Something as heavy as that.
these ones are heavy chains. So these on the adult space.
Oh, adult slaves.
It's never on good for children.
Oh,
So
okay.
you tie children together under a tree, so they won't be able to disturb their parents. That way,
Do they get to chain the children
so
too?
they chain them so they won't disturb their parents.
Then
And this one, are bigger chain. This way used on the Serik's chariot. But this one is called iron bearing meat.
okay.
They use it to brand the slaves, to write names on their body. Also at their back, so they will not be good. So the master will be able to identify their slaves.
Okay.
And this is the dark room where they keep 40 people.
This place, 40 people come here. Do they get to like come out as 40? Definitely, people who fall ill and they die.
Definitely.
Wow. So that's the only ventilation, the only place that's
Here for 3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months. So where do they poo? Where do they pee?
And they also take care of themselves. So they let them out sometimes. And then slave work for 18 hours. They eat once a day, drink for 10 once a day, and work for 18 hours.
Done. So hold on, sorry. When they poo, when they pee, how do they get it out later or something?
When they open them.
Or when it's time for them? So they all perceive. That's unhealthy. Okay.
So that's the bottom from 1873.
Wow.
Then there was exchange for 10 slaves. And those are gramophone records. This is the brass dish Morgan cared to give it to the man as gift when he became the Seriki of Badagry.
This thing,
This
this thing, or these things.
Give it to him as gift.
Wow, I'm seeing
That's
a
cowries.
carry.
The money was spent.
That was
Oh,
money
this was the
Africa.
money being
Africa.
spent. Yeah, I know we used to use carries
This
and
was
trade
what
by
they had to
barter.
trade by barter because
Yeah.
they couldn't accept it.
Okay.
And
The whites don't use this, so they okay.
they trade by barter. These are the ceramic bowls.
Given to them.
Table plates, each for 10 slaves. This 50 human.
Okay, hold on. This one for 10 slaves. What about this
10.
one? 10.
Everything.
Everything.
10
Each of them 10 slaves. So when you get to give them this ceramic, like the bowl,
Give them slaves. 10 slaves. They give you one bowl.
or you give 10 slaves for a bowl. It's not crazy.
And mostly they just use it for decoration to show that we have it. They don't really use it. And so
Oh,
they have been
oh,
seen
a lot of them
They are
just
still new.
for show off
Just to
and
decorate.
everything. It wasn't like they really used it.
Just to show that big their chiefs. Mostly were occupied by chiefs. They were owned by chiefs.
Okay.
So they were just using it to
Like status,
Yeah,
social status. But
and those are the African pots they used. The first one is the drinking water spot.
they gave it to us too.
No.
This
African
actually,
pots.
because I know this. We make something like this here.
So there's the soap pot and that is the ablution. second one, all the rooms in this company they look like this. So in each of the rooms they keep 40 people.
But currently, people occupy other
Yeah, the
rooms.
descendants.
Okay.
So,
The descendants.
Yeah.
This one you say the descendants. I mean the descendants of Seriki.
So all the people are the
So they are like his great grandchildren, great. Those are people occupying. Anyway, we'll check that one. Like we can't enter their houses, but at least we can just guess. All right. So these are
pictures from them. And this book known as the Regalia was given to him by the Platinum Masters.
okay.
They wore it in 1995.
Seriki.
Yes.
What this?
Yeah, 1995. So
This
but-
thing?
Yeah, because
This was his stick. Oh, sorry, his staff. And then this white cloth.
this is not the real, just books.
Oh, okay.
So these two men were slaves that we found.
Who are you? Chief Darocha of Lagos Island. And Santo Silva one of the slave returnees. Okay, now let's talk about a lot of people travel out of the country, like tourism and everything, and that's because their country, the leaders there, preserve, maintain, do everything necessary to ensure that people actually, it becomes a place and like more like an investment where people can come back, pay a lot of money. We have it in Ghana and everything. Now, do you think the government is doing enough to preserve these places? You feel that they can do more?
They should, yeah. To me, they are not doing anything at all because all the museums we have in Badagry, except one, is under the Lagos State. The rest are under the family. So it's the family that are maintaining the museums.
Okay.
So the government, I don't think they are really interested in museums because we have a lot of history in Badagry. They should be more preserved and they should
be a place where everybody wants to
people
come
should
to.
come and,
Okay.
but they are not really.
Israel. Another one that is actually touching here in everything that I'm saying. Of course, I've had an encounter with this. You've explained this woman. It's like my eye just went straight to her the moment I came in here, and I think that's just for me. That's a mother's tears. I feel that's a mother's tears, not like a young girl crying for her freedom, but like a mother whose child has been taken from her and everything. I think that's what this picture for me depicts. So it's so touching, this particular video. Look at it, this particular woman.
Yeah, I've taken
So I don't know, I want you
taken
to go close to her very well.
I've taken it inside it. Oh, no problem.
So it's just so painful. Anyway, let's check out this place.
Up to 40 people.
So 40 people here.
Another
Okay, this place also is like for treatment. Then this is 40.
This is 40. So there will be a door here. Ventilation.
Oh, that's
Ventilation. Are you serious?
ventilation is even better than the other one, because the other one, did you see the ventilation?
So that's how in all the rooms. Yeah.
The kind of
Now
ratches
people
and
are-
everything.
Now they are turned into bigger ventilation that done windows. Then these are all the ventilation in the rooms used to be. And then these are the funny displays.
All these how the slaves are punished.
We whip them, yeah, and here they hang them to death.
Okay, this one they whip. This one they whip. Can you put lights for spinning? I want you to take it out. They are pointing it. This side they whip. Then this side is what?
Hang.
And them to death.
There. This is a woman, okay.
This is a male here. And
Okay, this is a male, this is a female.
to death. Mostly for those that are revolting, fighting for freedom. So they hang them in public places for others
To scare people.
Like if you revolt, you are going to be like this to death.
Then the
But
chains
they are already seen.
for their legs. What about this one?
That's why it's
Abolished.
Next day was abolished.
Oh, that's freedom.
But before then, here they revolted and here they killed their masters.
Oh, this was where they killed their masters. I'm already. This is kind of stuffy. And then I'm just trying to imagine 40 people. What's this place here?
Yes, Lagos and Central.
Is it still here in Lagos?
I think this building is still there.
Yes, it's still there.
Lagos Island, right?
Yeah, Lagos
Yeah.
Island.
So we paid by the Brazilians. But it's a mosque, but then it was meant to be a church.
Oh, okay, okay.
But after it was abolished and they left, it was turned to a mosque.
Oh, okay. And then this is another one. This is the man who actually returned, the one you told me about. Then who are all these people here? Because we've seen different
Descendants
faces.
of the man.
Oh, the descendants.
This is the first son of the man, known as Abubakar Seriki.
He continued for where his father stopped.
Before the father died, slavery ended.
Oh, okay.
So he became Seriki of Badagry, which is head of the Muslims.
Oh, okay. Then
The two women, his daughter, this one, his daughter.
the daughter of this man,
No, of the Seriki.
of the Seriki
And that's
himself.
the last child of Seriki.
This one.
This man is the present Seriki of Badagry.
He's alive?
Descendant, yes. He's not the direct son, the descendant.
Oh, okay.
Great grandchild.
Okay.
A great grandchild too now, blood now. If this man would have been there, the interview would be nice. Around, that would have been nice.
He's the one crying.
Yeah, Uche, please. Let me get this in there.
I even fall, you can't go.
Okay, let me get this ones too.
Wow. Wow. So because they don't want people to eat sugar cane, oh,
They work on the plantation.
In Brazil.
Yes.
in Brazil.
Different
Yeah.
locations. They are different. It could be in Cuba, it could be in.
But there's no way they would definitely have sore all over their mouth or something. That one is like.
Very careful.